Hello, everyone. Good morning, and welcome back to the programming session. So, today we will take a simple program in this session, like input a name and display it, and then we will introduce looping statements, including this session, because a very simple program, so that I'm including the theory topic also in this, and from this session, we are continuously will have programming concepts. So uh, this is the shared screen. I think you can observe. So there is a program called write a program to input a name and display it. Okay. So what it has is we will input a name, and similarly what I'll do is I'll be navigating to Notepad. Though you can understand, I'll be explaining by writing them. Okay. So I'll be sharing the screen from Notepad. So you can see that. All right. So you can see here the next program as we have seen is write a program to input a name and display it. What there here you can see Java import java.util.star. As you know that we are using a scanner class to input a name. Okay. So sorry, to use a scanner class to input any kind of data. So we input string here. So that is the reason import java.util.star is there, and class name as usual, and then function name. Okay. Then what will be there is next scanner class is object created, and then we import the name here. So what's happening here parallelly, as soon as this scanner object is created, and when we execute this function, find function is invoked, a terminal window will open, output or input window. So it is going to populate a message called enter a name. And then we input a name, and that we have to store in string. Okay. So we have to input a name and store in string variable, because that string type of data we are not supposed to store in integer or any other type. There is an error we get as incompatibility type. So as soon as we input the data, that is going to take in the variable called n, and that we are printing either int or n or yes. We are changing the variable to yes. Okay. Now let me execute and show you in the terminal window. Sorry, in online Java compiler. I'll be changing the screen back, and let me copy paste this program over there so you will understand it. So I'll be sharing my executor screen, that is here. Okay, you can see online Java compiler. Now I am pasting that program here. So you can observe here the screen, Java terminal, sorry, Java online compiler. So here, name, class name will be there, import is there, function is there. Okay. So as soon as this is created, enter a name will be there, and we will enter a name, and that name is going to be stored in variable called yes, and then it is printed. That's all. Very simple program. We input name and print it. There's nothing other than that. Okay. So, oh, what's happening? Okay. There is maybe some error we got, that next int is there that I did not modify. Next line is the function to import the string data. Okay. I corrected here, and then you can see enter a name. So it is printed. That's all. So next line is the function to read a string type of data. Please keep understand carefully. Okay. So next line is the function where we can input the data, and that is stored in yes, and that is printed. Just 4 lines of program. Okay. I'll be stopping here about this program and continuing looping statements. Okay. Let me change the screen sharing to PowerPoint presentation. So I'll be coming, means I'll be navigating back to the presentation. So the next here, looping statements. Okay. So there are two types of looping statements. One is entry control. Second one is exit control. The entry control loops will check the condition first, and then will take entry. Okay. These entry controls are similar to a movie. For example, when you go to movie, unless you don't take a ticket, you will not be able to enter, right? Similarly, these loops also is given and condition is true, then only are able to take entry. Otherwise, there is no entry for this at all. Okay. that will not take entry at all. So that will be coming out. Okay. Next, exit control. Exit control, we will take entry, but condition will be at the end. So even the exit control loop will repeat at least once, even the given condition false also, because it will have, suppose for example, do while, do, take entry, execute all. Condition is evaluated at the end, and if condition is true, it will take back again. Otherwise, no. So entry means condition must be true. Exit control, condition false also, at least once will repeat. Okay, if condition again second time true, then it will take a repetition, otherwise not. Okay, looping statements are very important because you wanted to print your name 10 times. You will put that name in loop which repeats 10 times. So it is going to print 10 times, 100 times. So it is not good practice to give a print statement 100 times or 10 times. Instead, we will be keeping some set of statements in a loop where they repeatedly execute many times, 10 times, 20 times, 30 times, 40 times, 100 times, 2000 times, how many ever times we wanted. Okay. So there are two entry control loop statements. One is for, second one is while. And exit control one statement, that is do while. Okay. What we will do is we will be writing programs on for and while first, and then we will go later on do while. Okay. So that is about the loops, and examples and syntax is here. Okay. So syntax. First we will take a for loop. First we will take a for loop. While loop we will take later sometime. For loop. For is a statement name, for statement, looping statement. Initialization, condition, increment or decrement. Three parameters here. One is initialization, condition, and increment or decrement. In the sense, if you wanted to go from lower value to higher value, 1 to 10, okay, incrementally you have to go. If you want to come from higher value to lower value, decrementally you have to come. Okay, so that process we have to follow. Okay, so see here, for int I equals to 1. Okay, what is the I value? 1. Until where we wanted to go? Until 10. How can we go from 1 to 10? Increasing. Step 1, step 2, step 3, however, but increasing only, right? Without increasing is not possible. So incrementally, so what's happening first is int I equals to 1. It will take 1 into I, and then we'll check the condition. Is that less than or equal to 10? If yes, we'll take entry inside. Otherwise, no. Okay. Suppose instead of less than, greater than is there. Then what happens? There is no entry at all because I equal to 1. Is that less than or equal to 10 means yes. If it greater than or equal to 10 means no. It's not going to take entry. So less than 10. So when it is coming inside, I equal to 1, it's less than 10. Yes, it's coming in. Printing 1. Okay. What's happening? Printing 1. So after printing 1, it is going to iteration, increase or decrease. So it was 1 printed, going to iteration, it becomes 2. Now condition is 2 less than or equal to 10? Yes. Then coming and printing 2. Next, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 9. 9 is less than 10? Yes, it's coming in. 10. Now I will become what? 10. Is that less than or equal to 10? Yes. So it is going to print until 1 to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10 values are printed. So what's happening? Then I will become 11. Yes, after 10 plus 1 means 11. So 11 less than or equal to 10? No, it is not going to take entry inside. It is going to come out. Okay. So this is called a defined loop. You can give a loop until defined number of times. Okay. So definite and indefinite. That is based on our common sense and our knowledge what we need. Suppose you wanted to count one particular name 10 times. Okay. 1, 2, 3 like that. 10 times means you are decided to count from starting from 1 to 10. Yes. And you wanted to count name infinite times. However, whenever you wanted. Okay. So that way, definite and indefinite based on our understanding and our common sense will be there. So any loop that you can define with a defined certain number of times, and indefined varia also you can. Suppose infinite also you can. Infinite means it is starting, but there is no end at all. So that way you can define the loop. Okay. So these are the mandatory things for a loop. So let us work on for loop and its programs now. Okay. Now probably let's take one program possible now. I think you understood. Syntax means these are the standard process of how we will give for loop. Okay. There is the simple initialization, condition, increment or decrement. Three things. Okay. Three parameters supposed to be given. That is initialization, condition, increment or decrement. Suppose 10 to 1 you wanted to give. I'll be changing here. I equals to 10 and I greater than or equal to 1. So, see, greater than or equal to 10 because I is coming from 10 to 1. 10, 9, 8, 4, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Greater than means it has to come and greater than until that 1, that is until 2, equal to means until 1. It should not touch 0. Got it? Suppose if you give less than here, that will become infinite loop. No, that's become wrong. So that how can you how can you go from 1 to 10 incrementally? How can you come from 10 to 1 decrementally? Minus 10 minus 1, 9. Minus 1, 8. Minus 1, 7. Minus 1, 6. Minus 1, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So this is the way you are going to execute the program. So 10, 9, 8, like that it is going like that. So loops can be given by the user based on understanding. So you can give from 1 to 10 or 10 to 1. Okay. And define definite loop and indefinite loop, that is based on your knowledge. Okay. So we will write program 3 and onwards from next session. Okay. I'll be stopping this session here, and this contains only one program on name and for loop explanation. Okay. So I hope you understand my explanation. If not, please email me so that I can update if any such clarifications are needed. Okay. Thank you all. Have a good day. Bye.